What's up guys, my name is Darius and I'm back with a new video for you, and I'm going to cover up for you those pairs over here on my watch list. This is today's video. I was requested to make an analysis for silver, for USD Swiss and for Aussie dollar in my last YouTube video, so I'm going to cover up those pairs as well in this analysis, so stay tuned guys. But before we're going to start off, just a quick reminder, check out my TradingView page over here for daily updates on several Forex pairs, but also crypto and so on. Now guys, let's have a look on the DXY. Now quick reminder for all the new followers over here, on the DXY I'm super bearish. Just keep in mind the impact of the corona. The FAD is currently printing a lot of dollar, which leads to decreasing value on the DXY. So just from the fundamentals we can clearly say that the DXY is going to drop down, but how far are we going to drop down? Where is the level where again investors and companies and so on are going to make a trend change? Well, in the first place we need to understand that we are right now pushing from a technical perspective from this monthly resistance, okay, where we also got a supply area. Now, this area over here was in the first place responsible for this huge move to the downside, then price came back to it and again huge drop. Now, my first take profit is this one over here and my take profit number 2 is over here. So this is what I do expect. First place to hit this level, then let's see how the price will react to this area and then boom, again drop to the downside. Now let's have a look on the weekly. On the weekly, what we can see is also pretty clear. In the first place, we got here this triangle pattern over here, and then price broke out to the downside, then corrective phase, and again impulsive to the downside, corrective, and now we do expect the price is going to continue to drop down. Let's have a look on the daily to see it even more clearly. So in the first place, this is the corrective phase over here. So this is the corrective pattern, because always, if the price is in a downtrend, we want to see the price going the opposite direction just to make a correction. And then I want to see a continuation. Right now, we still got here some important levels. In the first place, it is this support, resistance, and supply area over here. And we got a level of demand over here. And those levels are right now fighting against each other because the banks, they want to have their price over here, because if they want to take a nice short, then for them it is better if the price is going to push one last time to the upside and then short, okay? Because at this specific level over here, a lot of big players are going to join the bear market again. So this is a move which is very probable. And also here are some players, big players, who want to push the price back to the upside because they already entered at this level. So here was the initial point for this big move to the upside. That means that the banks are also here. Now the thing is, it will all depend on the liquidity. So if they have enough liquidity for shorts, then they will simply break this level of demand, retested it to grab some more liquidity and then drop. But if not, then we got a good probability that the DXY is going to get one last time to the upside to grab some more liquidity from this level, and then we're going to push lower. So pretty simple IDs on the DXY, and this is how I'm going to make more conclusion on my all dollar pairs that I got over here. So for this, let's switch now to the gold chart. Guys, cheers to this analysis, because I was not 100% sure that this is going to happen, because I told you that we got two possibilities on TradingView and also on YouTube that we can easily push more to the downside. But as you can see, price made this big bullish candle to the upside, and right now I'm waiting for the retest at this neckline area, because what we can see over here, this is a nice W formation. Price is right now retesting this neckline area, and then I do expect a nice push to the upside, and this is going to be the continuation on gold. So this is the triangle pattern, this is the continuation pattern, guys. You can also view it like this, okay? Then you got a normal corrective phase, and then you want to see a continuation to the upside. But be aware of this level of supply at this area, because this level can easily bring the price again to the downside. So this is what we can expect, that gold is going to push now for a few hundred pips more to the that it will push to the upside, and then a quick reaction on the supply zone, drop again, retest on this neckline area, and then continuation to the upside. So this is a very good scenario which can easily happen. Now, silver, I do not trade silver actually, but it is also very important to keep an eye on silver. Now the situation on silver is also pretty clear. What we can see is we got here a very strong support resistance level and also a very strong supply zone on the monthly. This monthly supply zone was responsible for this big move to the downside. Now, price is currently rejecting to the upside, and the question is right now, what is going to happen? Well, from a monthly perspective, we cannot say 100% what will happen. So in the first place, we got an impulsive move over here where we already retraced to the 0.618. Therefore, the retracement should be done. For me, it looks like we're going to go even higher, which is logic in my opinion, because also gold is going to go to the upside, and therefore also silver should go to the upside, because also from a structure perspective, we got here impulsive, corrective, and now we expect the next impulsive move to happen. Okay, so I definitely expect right now that the price will break this level, retested it, and go higher to ultimate high over here. Now, let's switch to the weekly to see the situation on the weekly. Pretty nice, guys. Looks similar to EURUSD in my opinion, because also in EURUSD we had this nice impulsive to the upside, and now boom, creation of a supply zone over here, then drop, and now we are in this move to the upside, and we can still go one last time to the downside before we're going to move higher. Okay, so we can see now something like this, but let's see from a weekly perspective. We're not 100% sure. Let's measure the retracement on the weekly. Also perfect, as you can see, to the 0.618. So for me, from a weekly, I can definitely expect the price will push to the upside, but this does not mean that we cannot make a quick reaction on the supply zone to see a drop maybe to the 0.382 or to the 0.5, and then continuation to the upside. This would also provide us this W formation. Okay, then maybe again one last reaction over here to test the neckline area, and then continuation to the upside, which will provide us a nice bullish structure. So those are the possibilities that we got on the silver chart right now. And from a daily perspective, oh, pretty nice. We already had here a W formation. So from a daily, I do expect that we're going to make a quick retracement, because we also had here a supply zone. Okay, this supply zone over here was responsible for the price to drop 1-2 times to the downside. Okay, and right now we broke through it, and now I want to see a retest of this structure before we're going to continue to move higher. And here is the next supply area that we got on the daily, which is exactly in alignment with the monthly supply zone. So quick trading setup on silver would be right now to wait for price to come a little bit more to the downside, and then buying opportunity till this level of supply. So you can use, for example, this resistance, or you can also put your take profit here more into the monthly supply zone. Okay, something like this. Now let's go to the EURUSD chart. Also here, guys, cheers for this analysis, because in the first place I was sharing with you EURUSD, where I talked to you about a potential short from the supply zone, and this happened. Price went to the downside and reacted to this level of demand. Boom, and price broke through the supply zone, through the daily structure, and EURUSD is for me right now absolutely bullish. This does not mean that EURUSD cannot make moves to the downside right now. This is what I was sharing today with you on TradingView, because we can still expect right now some retracement to the downside. So as you can see, we also got today this bearish candle, so we moved in the first place to the upside, then retracement, then again to the upside, and now boom, drop. It looks like we have right now a downtrend structure, and that we can expect EURUSD to drop more to the downside to test this level before we're going to expect a nice move to the upside. This is right now very possible on EURUSD, so keep that in mind, that we can still push one last time to the downside before we're going to go till this daily supply zone, or we can go from here to the upside, because maybe we will only get a retracement till this resistance now turns support. Okay, so this is kind of the thing that you need to monitorize with your price action skills, and then you're good. And just a quick reminder, here is my take profit for longs then. Okay, of course in the first place you can close it easily at this daily supply zone, because we will see some reaction on it, and maybe also at this supply zone, but on the long run I see EURUSD going to 1.24. Now GBPUSD, okay, this is a kind of interesting pair. The thing is on GBPUSD that, yeah, we push from this monthly support till this monthly resistance over here, so this is our range right now. But if we got a look on the market structure, we can see that the price provided us this huge impulsive to the upside, and yeah, from this resistance price made this correction to the downside, and right now we expect the next impulsive move to the upside. What else can we see? We can see this W formation over here, and we already retested the neckline area, so the second confirmation why we should go up. So from a support level confirmation, W confirmation, and impulsive and corrective pattern confirmation. Pretty nice. What we can see on the weekly also the same, also bullish structure over here, higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so here higher high, higher lows, higher highs, higher highs, higher lows, and so on, guys. So it looks pretty good for bullish momentum on GBPUSD, but still on GBPUSD we can see some retracement first to the downside. Why? Because in the first place you got here this supply area, this resistance area, from which we can still see price going a little bit more to the downside before we're going to see this movement till this resistance over here. So let's have a better look on the daily. On the daily, this is the level which I'm talking about. From here we can still see some retracement, because in the first place we also got here this inverted head and shoulders, and we may see this pullback over here to test the neckline area before we're going to see price moving to the upside. Okay, something like this we can definitely expect, but it is not necessary. Okay, just for you to understand, not every pattern needs to be completed like it is in the textbook, but yes, most of the times it is going to be the case, but not always. Okay, and maybe this retracement is already the retest. Okay, this is the thing that you also should keep in mind. So on the 4-hour we got a very big bearish candle, but we are already over here at this swap zone. So for me, I see GBPUSD only going down to this level, and then I do expect the price is going to continue to the upside. Let's measure our retracements over here, because this is the nice impulsive move which the market provided us, and as you can see we are right now at the 0.382 and the price is currently retracing. So we got still the possibility to come down to the 0.5 or to the 0.618 before the price is going to finally continue with the trend. This is what I see on GBPUSD. On GBPJPY, pretty the same analysis. Also over here, better, even better. On GBPJPY we already retraced to the 0.5. Okay, and yeah, looks good that we're going to take off, because also GBPUSD and GBPJPY are quite similar pairs, which means if you already see GBPJPY moving to the upside and GBPUSD is still moving to the downside, you got good probabilities that GBPUSD is going to soon also go up, so to return in the market. But also here a quick reminder on GBPJPY structure. Here this trend line, and here this support level, and also here we got the W formation, and also the retest of the neckline area, and also here we do expect a push to the upside. Okay guys, now on the weekly, also kind of the same situation. Here we got a very strong weekly demand from which the price already gave a big move to the upside. But also here guys, we got here this structure level, as you can see, which can easily bring the price a little bit more to the downside. Okay, but price is currently testing this level. Okay, we can mark it a little bit bigger, so something like this. It looks for me something like this, yes. And as you can see, the price already is reacting right now to it, but this does not mean that the price cannot push straight to the downside. We can still push to the upside. So both possibilities are right now here possible. Now, daily chart, what can we see on the daily? Yeah, on the daily, for me, pretty clear that we're going to push up higher, but same situation. We got here this level of supply plus this structure level over here. So let's see how the price is going to react to it, but I see those possibilities that the price is going to push up higher. And this is my first take profit on GBPJPY. Okay, NZDCAD. Oh yeah, pretty nice pair. Quick check on the monthly. What we can see is actually that the price is in this major uptrend. Then it was providing us this corrective, and right now it looks like we are done with this correction, that we can continue to move higher. Why? Well, in the first place, price provided us this W formation. Price already tested this neckline area, and right now we can expect and push to the upside. First confirmation on the monthly. The second one is this trend line over here. So we broke through it, we're retesting it, and we can expect push to the upside. And the last confirmation is price is providing us right now this bullish flag as well. Okay, 3 confirmations on the monthly for long, pretty nice. Let's have a look on the weekly. On the weekly, we can also see this nice W formation. We can see that the price is testing important area, and price provided us already a push to the upside, but here we got again supply, push to the downside. So you had here previously this demand area. This was responsible for this movement to the upside, and you had supply area, which was responsible for this move to the downside. Okay, so you can see how every supply and demand levels are fighting against each other. Okay, and you always need to find the right confirmations. Now, what else can we see is normal head and shoulders. And this was actually my trading setup last week. So I took a nice short on it, but I was closing it at break even because I was letting it open overnight, but I wanted definitely to ensure my profit so that I'm not going to lose it. So risk-free trade. And as you can see, price went to the downside, but then rejected immediately to the upside. So this can be viewed right now as the retest of the neckline area, but I'm not 100% sure of that, because the thing is, we got your big impulsive to the downside, but price reacted pretty heavily to this level, because we got here a level of demand. So do not forget this level over here. This is a very strong level of demand, and it pushed the price extremely to the upside, meaning that we can have a trend change over here, so something like this. So right now I'm waiting for this level over here to be broken. So I want to see the price breaking this level, retesting this level, and then I'm going to take a nice long opportunity, because as I told you, from a monthly but also from a weekly, I expect long. So I'm not very interested right now to short it, but still we can drop more to the downside till this level of demand and this level of support over here. So this is still an possible scenario over here. Next pair, USD Swiss. Okay, I already made a little bit of analysis over here because I do not trade this pair very much, But what I can clearly see on this pair is that we are in a major downtrend. So price is dropping over here. And at this level over here, it started this correction. But right now, correction looks like it is over because the market is not creating higher highs and higher lows. So here was the correction. Okay, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. But then price created in the first place equal high, then the first lower low, lower high, lower low, and so on, okay? But also what we can see over here is that the market provided us a big impulsive to the downside, corrective, impulsive, corrective, and now we do expect the continuation to the downside. This is what I see right now from a monthly perspective, but also from a weekly perspective. So in the weekly we can see this triangle pattern very similar to the DXY, okay? Push, correction, and I expect the next push. In the weekly we can also identify here a very strong support resistance level, okay, where price actually was testing it. On the daily we can see this correction, null move, where price also broke out, and right now we may see an retracement till the supply zone / till this resistance level, okay? So this is what I do expect right now, because also here, like on the DXY, pretty similar level of demand. Maybe we're going to see this reaction to the upside, but maybe we're going to see something like this, that the price will break through it, retesting it in continuation to drop to the downside, okay? Also a very possible scenario. USDCAD, pretty simple. Price is moving from this resistance, okay, which is also a big supply area. So price is dropping massively to the downside over here. We got here support, which we already touched. And right now from a monthly we expected this move to the upside because it was at the support, okay? But the trend is still downtrend. So I expect the price will break this support level. And the same thing we can see on the weekly, because on the weekly we can see in the first place this triangle pattern, broke to the downside, correction, impulsive, correction, now continuation. Okay, pretty simple and pretty easy actually. And we also had your previous support, now turned resistance, plus an additional supply zone. So it was responsible for this big move over here to the downside. As you can see, first take profit, of course, again, the support. So we did not touch the support yet. And on the daily, you can see pretty nice how the market is moving, because impulsive, corrective, impulsive. And now we may see some corrective to the upside and then again impulsive, okay? So overall, completely bearish on USDCAD. Aussie dollar. So I was also requested to make a video about Aussie dollar, and this is what I want to cover up as well. Let's have a look on the monthly chart. Well, pretty bearish, okay? Bearish structure, but then price managed actually to break previous lower high over here, okay? As you can see, price made this impulsive move to the upside, retraced already, so it tested this support now, and now we do expect from a monthly perspective that price will push up higher. What else can we see is, yeah, nice here W formation, test of neckline area, continuation to the upside. Second confirmation for long. And the third one is for me price action on the monthly, because it provided us here a pretty nice wick. And yeah, the candle over here closed as inside of this candle, but the wick was lower, which shows me, okay, the bulls are back in this game. What else? On the weekly chart, pretty nice uptrend, correction, and now again continuation of this uptrend. But we still got here an important level of supply, which can easily bring the price a little bit more to the downside. So a quick reaction on it, then impulsive correction, bomb. This is what I see on the weekly, so also bullish, but right now we got here a potential returning point. On the daily, the situation looks much better because the price provided us this nice W formation. I do expect right now correction till this level, and then boom, at least till one of these resistance levels. Okay, this is what I see. To test in the first place this support, and then one of those levels are going to be the take profit for this trade. But I still see it going more to the upside. Okay, so this is just an potential trading setup for you. Okay, so monetize price action at this level, and if you got it, then you are going to take this trade in the first place, and you can also run 2 trades so that you're going to open it once again. Okay, but you're going to let the take profit open or higher. Okay, so that you're going to use, for example, if we gotta look on the monthly, this level over here, for example. Okay, this is pretty good level, so this will give you an even better risk reward, an 11 risk reward. But yeah, just to keep in mind, this is a swing trade then. Okay, and yeah, you can simply add positions always after the price is providing you retest of structure. Okay, this is how you can scale in your trades, for example. Okay, just quick tip from my side. Yeah guys, that was my weekly outlook for this week. This is my setups that I'm looking at. So how I'm trading is pretty simple. I'm just looking for my long-term targets, and then I'm trying to find my trading setups based on those structure levels and so on, and then I'm going to rock every single pair to the upside, which is going to provide me big risk reward ratio trades, and this is what I'm looking at. Yeah guys, thanks for watching. This was it. This was the video, and we're going to see the next time with a new one here on YouTube. Bye bye.